Setting up.
Oh, tough ball away. Well, when you get this many possessions, Reggie Theus threw that one. When you get this many possessions, you can afford to throw some bad ones away. You want this tempo to continue.
Oh, they're on it. They're quick. Schuster again. Off the rim. Joniker comes down. Up and in. 12-10. The freshman, Rick Joniker. Nevada in the lead. 12-10 their ball.
This is Tony Smith in the game now. This got so many of them.
They're just shuttling them in and out. Coming in for North Carolina is Bruce Buckley now, number 40. Waller Davis is going out.
And Dudley Bradley's also coming in there.
Bradley, number 22, is in.
We're going to see a lot of rotation of players in this game. You're going to need 2 scorecards before it's over.
12-10.
There's that full court man-to-man pressure. I think Las Vegas is rated as a great offensive team, but Kurt, they've got a great pressure defense also.
Dudley Bradley gives it off. That's a player control foul. Watch this. This is a football play here.
Great play by Reggie Theus. He sees and anticipates the pass going to Ford, gets in position when Phil turns. He has the full step and can't stop, obviously. Good call by the official.
First foul on Phil Ford. 3 team fouls on Nevada, 2 on North Carolina.
North Carolina changing up, going to a half-court zone press right now.
Here's a hack, I think.
Yeah, Bruce Buckley reaching in there on the foul.
And we have a timeout on the court. We'll be back here. 15-11 to go in a half. 12-10, Nevada of Las Vegas.
Ford announces the new Mustang II T-Roof convertible. It can make your heart beat a little faster. The convertible kick is back. The Mustang II T-Roof convertible. Try it at your Ford dealer. See if your heart doesn't beat a little faster. When America needs a better idea, Ford puts it on wheels.
Think and fast for your next business trip. One call does it all. Just one call to United from you or your travel agent does it all. We treat you like the boss. So I'll get you your reservation, your rental car too. I'll even get you a hotel. It's all for you, boss. Just one call from you or your travel agent. One call does it all. The friendly sky of United, where you're the boss.
This isn't the only championship competition going on in the NCAA. National Collegiate Championships for ice hockey at the Olympia in Detroit, which you saw on our highlights. Swimming at Cleveland State will also be contested tonight. And Southern Connecticut's Olympic medal winner, Peter Corman, leads a talented field in the Division II Gymnastics Championship at Wheaton College. C, an NCAA championship. And we've got one going on right now, and they're in the stands watching this one. They've got a double view. Joniker clears the board, tries to start the fast break, gets it to Schuster. Schuster ties the game at 12 all.
That's a real key for North Carolina. Looks like Vegas lost the ball out of bounds, and Jerry Moffitt threw it away.
Moffitt threw it away. It'll be North Carolina's ball in. Game tied, 12 all, 14:59. Here's Schuster.
There's Schuster going in for the layup, and we're going to see Larry Moffitt, the guy taking the ball out of bounds. Now, Schuster does a smart thing, playing very well. You can see Moffitt was going to make the pass and just lost it as he stepped in bounds. But anytime you're playing against Las Vegas, you got to break your guards in a fast break anytime you can. You can't let them just have all the fast breaks.
There's O'Corn shooting. Rebounded. O'Corn right back to Joniker. He hits it, and North Carolina leads now for the first time, 14-12. Las Vegas jumped out early. North Carolina's come back. They're playing a 1-3-1, a point zone right now.
Right, they like to change their defenses, see which one will be effective.
Eddie Owens fires. He's in and out with it. Underneath, Gondrezick scores to tie at 14 all. Big, strong man under the board. Their top rebounder. Phil Ford brings it down against the pressure defense.
That's interesting here. Reggie Theus is playing Phil Ford one-on-one. He's so much bigger, he can afford to stay with him, doing a good job.
Into Joniker. Joniker. And again, he slipped away from his man and makes it 16-14. Joniker has 6 points, the freshman. Not much of a scorer this year.
Now North Carolina back to man-to-man.
Moffitt fires, lead away. Joniker clears the board. What a job this freshman. His father is a great football player for the game. A blocking foul call on Reggie Theus. Reggie Theus.
There was a case where Theus didn't get there in time. Here's Phil Ford right here. Going ahead with the ball, throws the ball. His right arm is the arm that's been injured, Kurt. We haven't seen him take it.
He cannot extend his arm. He has a hyperextended elbow, and every time he straightens his arm, he has severe pain.
Now we have Jeff Wolf in the ball game. North Carolina players have the right to take themselves out of the ball game by raising their fist, and of course this has been a Dean Smith move for years, and maybe today more than ever is when he needed it.
There it is to Davis underneath. Foul by Reggie Theus. That'll be the second foul on Theus and the 5th team foul on the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and Tarkanian unhappy with that one. His team is getting in early foul trouble here. 13:41 to go in a half. 5 team fouls now in Las Vegas.
I think what Tark is really upset with is in his half-court defense, his team has not been able to stay with their man very well. And when that happens, of course, you're going to foul because you get there a day late and $1 short.
Here's a solid player, Walter Davis, averaged 15.3 a game this year. You'll notice his broken finger. He has 3 screws in the index finger of his shooting hand. He was operated on just before the Kentucky game.
Normally, North Carolina would be in a full-court press right now, but I'd be kind of surprised to see him try to press this Vegas club. No, there they go. Full-court zone press.
18-14, North Carolina ahead. Sam Smith up and off the front of the rim. Retrieves his own shot. Drives and shoots again and gets it. 18-16 for sudden Sam Smith. Carolina's ball. Long pass to Schuster. Schuster with Smith on him. Shot blocked. Davis going for it. It's out of bounds. It's off Davis's hands. It'll be Nevada's ball in.
What's so tough in pressing Las Vegas with the zone press? They'll throw the ball over the zone press, and then they'll take those shots from the corner. Your zone is designed to give up that shot, but Vegas can make it.
There's Theus. There it is. Ties the game. 1 pass and a shot. 18 all. 13. What a pace this game has.
That's exactly where you want teams to shoot from if you use that type of defense, but this club loves that shot.
Bill Ford with Robert Smith right on him. Off to Michael Corn. He's wide open. Can't get it. Gondrezick clears the board. Robert Smith in possession. Las Vegas to the attack. Reggie Theus, the sophomore, driving the left-handed hooker. Ford cleared by Davis. Back to Schuster. Fast break. It's 2-on-3, though. Schuster to the trailing Bill Ford. He can't hit it. He's off and he's shooting. Back comes Robert Smith. Gondrezick all the way. Oh, great move by Gondrezick. 20-18. Las Vegas in the lead. 4 points for Gondo.
Bill Ford using a lot of reverse dribbles out there. That's very dangerous against this club because they have so much quickness defensively. Man can come from the weak side and steal it.
Both teams are always gambling to steal passes on defense. Gondrezick. Sam Smith, that's his shot. Look at that rebound, up and in. Reggie Theus, 22-18, Nevada of Las Vegas. 4 points for Reggie Theus.
North Carolina has a team very tired right now. They may have to go to a timeout as opposed to substituting. Intense velocity.
Wolf trying to feed it off. Walter Davis, a short shot. He drills it. 22-20. Nevada in the lead. Their ball. Back they come to Reggie Theus. Up and an out point.
Not in good position to take that shot, Kurt. He's off balance.
Wolf retrieved the rebound. Johnny Schuster, a very clever player, Richmond, Virginia. He's out in front now. We're going to get 3 North Carolina substitutes in here, 2 for Nevada. Bill Ford working against Robert Smith. Smith's a tremendous defensive player, Billy.
He is. He's staying right with him. Good body position.
Ford threw it away under pressure by Robert Smith.
We see a lot of substitutions. Here they go on the break. They get off very well on a fast break. Here's Gondo taking it, and a great crossover move he made there, going in for the layup using the left hand.
Our score is 22-20. Nevada, Las Vegas in the lead. 11 minutes, 16 seconds to play and a half. Coming in now, Buckley 40 for North Carolina. Zalagaris is in there. Number 32 and number 22, Dudley Bradley. Dean Smith pouring in fresh players against this intense pressure that Nevada puts on. Dean even feels the pressure over there. Sam Smith from way out. Ford was cleared there by Steve Smith. Bill Ford brings it cross.
Robert Smith doing a good job taking away Ford's offense so far.
Out in front. Off the rim it goes. Dudley Bradley retrieves the rebound. He fires and misses. Coming down with the ball. Tony Smith, a big jumper. Off to Eddie Owens. And Owens cracks in the score is 24-20.
That was a bad shot selection by Dudley Bradley. North Carolina probably not playing as smart a game on their half-court offense as they normally do, but that's because of Vegas' pressure.
Kicked out of bounds. It's off Tony Smith's knee. And here's Schuster coming back in for North Carolina. Phil Ford may go out. Colescott comes in, not Schuster. Colescott. Phil Ford being given a breather.
He normally doesn't come out. He's got a lot of stamina, but in a game like this, he's got to be worn out.
And there was a turnover. They threw it away.
North Carolina now playing with 5 guys that did not start the ball game, so you can imagine what it does to you to have to use your bench against this block.
This is a Smith brother team in there right now. There are 3 Smiths on the floor for North Carolina. And wheeling in was Moffitt, and he's fouled by number 40, Bruce Buckler. Larry Moffitt, who according to Jerry Tarkanian, has been the most pleasant surprise for the running Rebs this year. Walter Davis checks back in. Here's Joniker in. Going out is Kraftsizin.
And Dean Smith going to get some of his starters back in the game. He has very interestingly, Kurt, that he can go ahead and make this many substitutions and still have some kind of continuity on his ball club. Of course, Tarkanian, it makes no difference. Guys are used to playing with any combination of 8.
8-point average this year for Mighty Mo Moffitt, who's not a very good free throw shooter. He's averaged only 46%. But as a team, Nevada's super. They have hit 78% of their free throws this year, one of the best records in the country. 25-20, Nevada, Las Vegas in the lead. Colescott across the timeline. Smith right on him.
Here's that passing game by North Carolina.
He has it taken away, slapped away. Walter Davis got the rebound and hit it. 25-22, a lucky bounce for the Tar Heels. 8 points for Walter Davis. Robert Smith in control.
There's that 1-3-1 zone again.
1-3-1, the point zone.
Vegas likes those corners.
There's a shot outside. Foul call on Colescott. Coming back in is Michael Corrin for North Carolina. We have 9:43 to go. Nevada of Las Vegas leading 25-22.
In all the great sporting events that you've done, there always seems to be a pace that's set, and then once that's set, the guys kind of fall into it. Like in that first game, it seems like the guys are starting to get used to this pace a little bit.
Tony Smith.
Great shooter here, even though he's a shooter.
Tony Smith is a sophomore from Saginaw, Michigan, who went to the University of Houston and was a starter there as a freshman, and then transferred to Las Vegas. Now back in the lineup is John Schuster for the Tar Heels. Ball will be in play. Miscomposed. Schuster retrieves the rebound. Down he comes. 25-22, Las Vegas. Walter Davis is shot. Davis is fouled as he let the shot go.
Tony
Fouled by Tony Smith.
He's a great leaper, too, for a young ball player. 6'1", but gets in the air.
You notice that huddle by North Carolina at their free throw line. When they go to shoot free throws, they're calling their next defensive setup. Going out is Robert Smith. And Reggie Theus is back in. Walter Davis, one of 4 North Carolina players who played on our Olympic team. 25-23, Nevada of Las Vegas in the lead.
Kind of hard to believe, but he's the uncle of one of the guys that played in the first game, Massey from UNC Charlotte.
Rebounded by Reggie Theus. Down they come. Robert Smith across. Trying to drive on Phil Ford, who's just back in. Gets the shot away. Shot that one under too much pressure. John Schuster brings it right back to the Tar Heels. There goes the Corrin right down the key, and he ties it up at 25 all. He saw the opening, and he went with it. Here's touchdown. Ball slapped away very quickly by Joniker. It'll be Las Vegas ball out of bounds. North Carolina comes in here with a 14-game winning streak, by the way, and a timeout. with the score tied 25 all.
When you walk through the lobby of a Napa store, you only get a hint of what Napa really has to offer. There's much more, because if we put just one part from every kind of vehicle that Napa has to offer in this lobby, you wouldn't have room to walk. So we put them in this Napa shopping guide instead. Walk through the lobby of your local Napa store today and pick up your free copy. Your Napa store is a great auto supply store, but they've got more, much more. That's NAPA. We help keep America moving.
There's hardly a man in America that hasn't suffered from gotcha. Now there's a cure. The Norelco Rotary Razor. The Rotary Razor has 36 surgical steel rotary razor blades. 36, safely protected inside 3 floating heads. With 9 adjustable razor settings for a comfortable shave that's razor close, razor smooth. With no more gotcha. The revolutionary Norelco Rotary Razor is one razor that doesn't get you.
A young veterinarian begins his practice in the rugged farm country of England in All Creatures Great and Small, the critically acclaimed special Tuesday night on NBC.
If you missed the finish of the first game, at the buzzer, Jerome Whitehead hit a bucket to give Marquette a 51-49 win over the University of North Carolina of Charlotte. Marquette will play the winner of this game Monday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. It'll be on NBC. Nevada's ball in.
There's that zone defense again. Good job by Michael Clark.
Slapped over, up with it is Yannick. Schuster slapped it across court to him. Schuster nearly double dribbled. Now Yannick. They move that ball around. Michael Corrin out of the corner. Davis up for the rebound. Took it away and hit it. Warner Davis away from 3 men. 27-25, North Carolina. Davis has 11 points.
Great timing on that rebound.
Eddie Owens' shot goes in to tie it up 27-all. He had 3 men on him. Bill Ford against Robert Smith.
Offensively, Smith was really contained Ford. Ford handles the ball. There he goes.
Ford feed off to a Corrin, 29-27. Bill Ford gets a brilliant assist on that one. 8 points for freshman Michael Corrin. They're in that 1-3-1, or what they call the point zone. Theus to Sam Smith. He pumps. He hits it. 29 all.
To be honest with you, Kurt, that zone against Vegas is really not the proper zone to play against them because they love to shoot from the area where that zone's weakest, the deep corner. There's the 4 corners by North Carolina. Probably trying to use it to slow down the clock a little bit.
Houston lost the ball out of bounds. 7:52 to go. Coming in, number 40 for Carolina, Bruce Buckley. And let's see, we have a new player that's come in. Gondrezick back in for Nevada. 29 all, just under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Nevada's hit 50%. North Carolina 55%.
North Carolina changing that zone a little bit now, more to a matchup situation where they go ahead and maybe just try to match up out front with the guards and have somebody down in the corners that Buckley was there on Smith.
Here's Reggie Theus shooting. He hits it 31-29, Nevada of Las Vegas. Reggie Theus has 6 points. Ford across, tries to go, gives it out to Yannick. Yannick blew the layup, but the whistle had already blown.
Foul's going to be on Ford for
charging. He can really penetrate, can't he, Billy?
He can penetrate. Of course, he has to be very careful to stop in time after he makes that pass.
16 fouls on each club now, and they'll both be in the bonus. We pause briefly for identification. This is the NBC Television Network.
Television 7, Washington.
It's lucky we had a wet spot on the floor. You can't pause 5 seconds with Nevada out there.
You know, what's interesting, Kurt, are the referees. I think it's amazing how in the world do you keep up with young kids like this running up and down this court. When are they going to get a rant?
We'll find out.
I'd laugh if one of them call a timeout and say, wait a second, let's play a game here.
Moffitt, fall away jumper. 33-29, Nevada of Las Vegas. 3 points for Mo Moffitt. Ford passing to Davis is stolen by Moffitt. Theus beats it over to Robert Smith.
That's a super defensive play there.
This is a one-guard team. They only have a one-guard out there. Moffitt spinning in. Gets it off to Gondrezick. He's squeezed in there. Back he comes. and it's kicked out of bounds by Carolina. It'll be Nevada's ball out. Going out, Bruce Buckley, right back in again. Number 31, you see, Michael Corn. 33-29, Nevada of Las Vegas in the lead. 6:29 to go in the half. Also back in, number 22, Dudley Bradley for North Carolina. Rip Yarniker's going out. And coming in, Steve Transcison, number 54. Pete Smith keeping fresh players on the court.
They're going to want a jump ball. They've sent 3 new players into the ball game, and Jerry Tarkanian said, give us an opportunity to find out who's guarding who out here.
You made the statement to me yesterday at practice that Nevada of Las Vegas was probably the best physically conditioned team you've ever seen.
I think there are 2 reasons. I think that's true, Kurt. I think there are 2 reasons for it. One, the type of athlete they have, who is a whip-it hound type player. And 2, I think Jerry Tarkanian really works on it.
Theus Smith.
Coming over the back.
Coming over the back against Nevada. Larry Moffitt commits the foul.
It was funny on that out-of-bounds play. Sam Smith had himself anchored about 30 feet from the basket, just hoping somebody would throw him a pass to fire up one of those bombs.
All right, we're in the bonus now. That's a 17th foul on Nevada. And going to the line, number 54, Steve Transcison of Chicago Ridge, Illinois, a freshman. There are 3 freshmen that are used a lot by North Carolina.
Kurt, you saw this guy make some big ones in that Kentucky game.
He did. He got the air, and that's it.
I'm sure Joe Hall wished he'd have seen him do that in the Kentucky game.
They hit 33 out of 36 free throws against Kentucky. The greatest free throw shooting exhibition I've ever seen by a college team. They're not that good today at the line. Nevada leading by 4. Robert Smith. The tip in by Moffitt.
Beautiful.
Mo Moffitt up there. Larry Moffitt. 35-29. They get the ball into Schuster.
Good switch by Reggie Theus. This is a well-disciplined defensive ball club. They don't get enough credit for the defense.
There's a steal by Moffitt again. Good drive for the dunk. He has it. 37-29. Well, they talk about their offense, but they're a heck of a defensive team, too. The other team scores 80-some points on them, but the other team gets the ball a lot because they score so much in Nevada.
That's right. You pointed out the differential in point spread. That's the key to playing good defense.
O'Corin goes home free. 37-31. He drove on Gondrezick. 10 points for Michael Corin. There's a feed off to Moffitt. Moffitt hits it again. Larry Moffitt on a one-man rampage of 9 points. 39-31, Nevada of Las Vegas.
North Carolina needs a timeout. Defensively, they're really not even doing anything to stop Vegas.
I think one of the keys, Phil Ford can't score. He couldn't score against Kentucky with his bad elbow, held at 2 points. And he's not scoring today, and he's the leading scorer on the North Carolina team, averaging over 19 points a game. Let's see what they're going to call here.
We're going to have a timeout.
Pabst Blue Ribbon wouldn't challenge anyone to face a golden needle. Not even if you're helping this protected species survive. Banning him is a challenge that's just not for everyone. But we do challenge everyone to discover a better tasting beer. Taste and compare Blue Ribbon with any other premium beer. We know you'll never go back to the beer you were drinking. Pabst. Since 1844, the quality has always come through.
You know me. They still remember me as a senator in Washington. But there are lots of places where folks don't know me at all. Now that I have more time to travel and entertain, I recently got me an American Express card. With this, maybe they'll treat me like somebody important, even though I'm just a plain old country lawyer from North Carolina.
To apply for a card, call 800-528-8000.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
Tomorrow afternoon, right after the NCAA special, Joe Garagiola heralds the start of another baseball season on NBC. It's called The Changing Face of Baseball. Joe G will be looking at the impact of free spending on the sport, talking with such baseball figures, Hall of Famers Joe McCarthy, Bill Veeck, Bob Housen. Airtime, 3:30 Eastern Time. NBC's Baseball Game of the Week returns with a doubleheader Saturday, April 9th. Right now, we have a doubleheader. Marquette beat the University of North Carolina Charlotte at the buzzer, 51-49. And in this game, it's 39-31 Nevada, with 5:14 to play in the first half. turnovers against North Carolina in this game, 5 against Nevada of Las Vegas. Tip is over to Bruce Buckley. Bill Ford. Ford's got to score some points. There's a block call in Eddie Owen. Foul in Eddie Owen.
I think North Carolina, to get back in this ballgame, Kurt, is going to have to occupy the ball a little bit in their half court. Not freeze the ball, but occupy it to slow the pace down a little bit in the game. They've tried to play in this ramble-scramble type ball on their half-court offense, and you pointed out just then the great number of turnovers, and that's very unusual for their ball club.
Walter Davis makes it 39-32. Davis this year hit 77% of his free throws. He was tops in steals and second in rebounding. He's one of the best all-around players that's ever come out of Chapel Hill. 39-33, out of Las Vegas. 13 points for Walter Davis. The high for North Carolina. Robert Smith fires short. Bill Ford has it. He's trying to fast break it. Now he feeds off. And that shot missed it. Carolina's sort of getting in a running game with Nevada right now. Oh, what a... It's up and off. Moffitt keeps possession. 39-33, Nevada of Las Vegas. Gondrezick rise. Up and no. Rebounded by Davis. Davis to Ford. Ford. Buckley missing underneath. Walter Davis up there. Davis hits it. Davis is keeping North Carolina in the game. He's a one-man show right now, Walter Davis. He has 15 points.
His timing has been superb on the offensive rebounding end. They're back to that 1-3-1.
There's one deal. Zalgiris rising. Zalgiris trying to feed off. Oh, this is wild, isn't it?
It is. There's Tom Zalgiris, of course, trying to go in the open field against this quickness. He just lost it right here. Phil Ford was wide open. Zalgiris knew that he had made a mistake, and here comes the foul right there by Walter Davis prior to the charge by Robert Smith. What action.
Walter Davis has committed his second foul. 17 fouls on North Carolina. Schuster's back in. Now at the line is the captain of Nevada of Las Vegas, Robert Slick Smith, the senior from Los Angeles. And he is the leading free throw shooter in America. He's at 93.3%. He can tie or break an all-time college free throw shooting record if he has a good tournament here. Up and no good for him. Very unusual. Yannick clears the ball.
Big Lewis Brown in the ballgame. Now there's
Carolina throws it away again. More turnovers against North Carolina. They're turning this ball over 15 times to 6 for Nevada of Las Vegas. That'll kill you.
Well, it certainly will. You're going to get possession, but you've got to get...
Gondrezick hits it outside. What a perimeter shooting team. 41-35. Gondrezick has 6 points. 6-point lead for Nevada of Las Vegas. 3:45 to go in the half. Bill Ford.
There's the one.
Four corners.
I think the reason for this, Kurt, is Steve Smith wants to get them in an offense that can get some shots.
To Yannicker. They won't go for him. Something very interesting we want you to watch for. If North Carolina plays that 4 corner, that's a man in each corner out in front. The way to stop that is to cover Phil Ford when he doesn't have the ball. And Robert Smith is doing that right now. He's like a piece of adhesive tape on him after Ford passes the ball. And that is the only way I know you can stop that defense.
It certainly is.
Offense.
And, of course, the great quickness that Vegas has helps also. Now, Jerry Tarkanian called the timeout there. I'll tell you, this guy does a super job handling this basketball team. He knows exactly what pace he wants them to keep. He called that timeout, and I think the reason he did is they're getting carried away a little bit on their offensive end of the floor. Maybe some guys taking shots that he doesn't want.
Dean Smith, who coached our Olympic team to the gold medal, he has won 6 Atlantic Coast Conference titles, the most of any coach out of that conference. This is the 6th time that North Carolina has been in the Final Four in their rich basketball history. And what a record Tarkanian has in 9 years at a major college at Long Beach State and at University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Get this record, 223 wins and 35 losses, better than 80%. And his team never lost a home game at Long Beach State. They won 59 in a row at Las Vegas.
You know, I was interested to see in the paper this morning where Denny Crum picked Las Vegas to win this ball game. He played both of these teams, and North Carolina, probably against Louisville, played the best game that we saw any one team play all year long. And Denny Crum still feels that Las Vegas should be favored.
Lou Brown is in on the jump ball. It's over to Phil Ford. There's Davis. He's up with his shot. Blocked away by Sam Smith. Huster fires. Won't go. And a tip in. A beautiful tip in by Michael Ford. 41-37. Michael Ford has 12 points. Right back comes Las Vegas to hit. 43-37.
Sam Smith is a guy that loves that spot on the floor, and about 3 or 4 occasions now, North Carolina has let him take the shot, which is, that's dead. You can't let him have that.
There's Phil Ford shooting. He's not hitting Phil Ford. He's off and he's... Corn stole the ball. They stepped on the baseline. Let's watch Ford's shot here. Let's take a look at these cuts here. Well, we'll get it later. Eddie Owens. Owens lets fly. He banks it home. 45-37. This is a spurting team, Nevada. They'll go a little quietly, and suddenly they'll bang you home with 6 or 8 points in a row. They now have an 8-point lead. North Carolina trailing as they come into the fourth quarter. 2:38 to go in the half.
There's North Carolina trying to get into their passing game, and this is what they've got to do more of.
Traveling calls. Davis on a shake-and-go shuffled his feet. And Reggie Theus is checking back in for Nevada of Las Vegas. Sam Smith's going out.
You'll see Walter Davis coming out from inside. Eddie Owens playing him. Now, Walter's going to try to take him one-on-one, and probably North Carolina's done too much of this. To be honest with you, I think that was a good fake. He had his feet planted on the floor pretty well.
Out goes Yoniker. In comes Jeff Wolf, number 42. We're down to 2.5 to go in the half. Deflected out by Walter Davis. Nevada of Las Vegas leading by 8 points. Furious action here in this first half. Almost opposite of the first game, which was a slow-down tempo game.
Well, Lewis Brown really strong on the inside, trying to get position.
Eddie Owens faking, driving. Oh, what a shot that was. He took that ball from his right hand to his left hand in the air. There's Phil Ford. Ford up with a jumper. He hits it. There he's hit one. 45-39.
If he didn't hit that one, then he's really got problems, because that is the shot he likes. To come right down, bounce up off the dribble, and take that one-hander.
That's his first basket. Robert Smith back. Softly, it goes in for Robert Smith. When you have a soft touch on the ball, it'll roll around and drop in for it. You slam them up there hard, forget about it. Ford comes back again. North Carolina with a minute 38 to go in the half, trailing by 8. Ford working against Smith. Out in the four-corner offense now. Right back to Ford again. Ford passing to Michael Corn. He drives and hits the shot. 47-41. Nevada leading. Michael Corn has 14 points. Davis has 15 for the Tar Heels.
That was Sam Smith out of the ball game. Las Vegas really doesn't have that great perimeter shooter that they have with him in there, although all the other guys can shoot well.
Eddie Owens missing. Davis taps it to Ford. Pass break. Ford to Huster. Huster had a shot. Ford fires. Can't get it. Up on a follow. Here's O'Corn. He can't get it. And the rebound by Big Lou Brown. Brown off to Robert Smith. 50 seconds to go in the half. Up he goes. They don't wait for any last shot of the half. They just go.
That was great dribbling by Robert Smith and ball control that time. He went through 2 people in a very difficult maneuver.
49-41. Nevada of Las Vegas in the lead. We're down to 34 seconds in the half. They're going to get the last shot now in the four-corner game.
Now, what team
says get across the 5 seconds.
Right, because they're behind. They have to force the action. You can see Jerry Tarkanian saying just the opposite. Let us play back in there. Don't give them any cheap one at this point in the game.
They'll start their shot process with 10 seconds to go. They're down to 12. Now 10. Now they'll start to work.
Hey, they're getting moving. You didn't see the clock soon enough.
There's Ford up. Ford shot. Underneath he goes to a corner and they get it. Big basket by Carolina. There's the buzzer. And the end of the first half in today's National Collegiate Basketball Championship Tournament game. University of Nevada, Las Vegas leads North Carolina by a score of 49-43. We'll join the Metropolitan Live Basketball Report right after this message.
Ford dealers got new spring wheels. 9 big wheels to get away. Turn on, turn on, turn on, turn on, turn on the spring wheels.
Like the Pinto Cruising Wagon, Ford's newest idea in banning. Or this lively-looking Pinto with its inexpensive pop-up open-air roof.
Turn on, turn on, turn on, turn on the spring wheels.
Roll on in and turn on to the liveliest, best-looking wheels your Ford dealer has ever had.
Da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da. Hi, I'm Track 2 Shave Cream.
Hey, you can't use my name.
Why? Would you let family?
But I'm different. You can feel the difference when you use me.
Hey, me too. I've got skin conditioners. Here, feel the difference. I make a face feel great during a shave.
Well, you do feel different.
And I make a face feel soft and smooth after a shave.
Skin conditioner. Wow, I feel great.
Track 2 Shave Cream with skin conditioners.
Okay, kids, see you in the morning.
49-43 at the half. That's nearly as many points as North Carolina, Charlotte, and Marquette scored in the entire game. Stay tuned for Grandstand's college basketball report after these messages from your local station.
Flight to Holocaust. Head on into a skyscraper. To the rescue, the most daring of rescue teams in a thrilling world premiere movie. Then, see the biggest stars in the funniest scenes you never saw in Hollywood Outtakes. Flight to Holocaust. Then Hollywood Outtakes. Sunday starting at 8, 7 Central Time on NBC.
I wouldn't trade the Southern life for anything.
I wouldn't trade the Southern life for anything.
There's no better way to protect the Southern life than with the Southern Life Insurance Company. For 50 years, we've been protecting your way of life.
I wouldn't trade the Southern life for anything.
When you think life, think Southern.
Zenith presents Color Sentry. Think of it as a TV control room in your set. It controls the color picture, corrects the color picture automatically, 30 times a second.
And that makes a difference. After all, I don't play for the Cincinnati Pinks.
See the difference Color Sentry makes. Only from Zenith.
Zenith products available at Bob's TV and Appliance, Ayden and Greenville, Furniture Fair, Jacksonville, and Dwight's TV, Wilson.
The 1977 Nova is just what Nova has always been, a good car. If that's what you're looking for, then Paul Berry Chevrolet Wilson is the place to start. Television 7, Washington.
Grandstand's Metropolitan Life College basketball report at halftime of the North Carolina UNLV game is brought to you by Metropolitan, where the future is now. For those of you who weren't with us a little bit earlier this afternoon, we saw Marquette get into the finals by beating UNCC 51-49. A low-scoring game, sure, but boy, it had a whale of a finish, and we'll give you some highlights now. First of all, UNCC's Todd Crowley brings the ball up and hits from the outside. That put them ahead by 2, 30-28 at that point in the game. But the big guy for Marquette, Bo Ellis, intercepts this pass. And on in the next sequence off that, Jerome Whitehead rebounds a missed shot and puts it home to put Marquette on top, 1 point, 38-37. And in this play, Lou Massey gave his team the lead, 45-44 over Marquette. And Butch Lee then hit a jumper from the top of the key, made it 48-47. Cornbread Maxwell, who played a whale of a game, tied the game with seconds remaining. Now watch this, 3 seconds. Butch Lee throws it almost the length of the court. Maxwell hits it, but Whitehead gets it. And now he goes up. And the question is, should this have been offensive goaltending or not? We don't know. The official was there, and he called it a basket as time ran out. And that was the decider. Marquette won it. Al McGuire's coaching career hasn't quite ended yet. And Dick Enberg is in the Omni with Al McGuire. Dick?
Well, Lee, in December, the 48-year-old irrepressible head coach of the Marquette Warriors announced his resignation as the head coach at Marquette. And about 2 weeks before the end of the season, after his team had lost 3 in a row at home and was 16-6, he had really was ready to sing Old Lang Syne. Yet here you are going into the finals on Monday night. Did you really think you'd get this far?
No, no way. I thought we were in Tap City. After we lost 3 at home because we were going on the road for 5 games. And we put it together. We went back to our slow, methodical rhythm. And we went to our so-called guns, which is Butch and Bo, and they got us into the tournament. Then we got a hot hand. And to win a tournament, Dick, you got to win 2 games by 3 points or under. And we beat Kansas State by a point, and we beat today North Carolina Charlotte by 2 points.
We took our walk yesterday out beyond the railroad track and sat in the grass in the sun. You said Jerome Whitehead had a terrible tournament.
Well, Jerome has been, for the last 3 weeks, he was building Etzels, and he was really in a drought. And I think what happened off the scouting report, probably, Coach Lee, he probably double-teamed Bo, which let Jay have the inside on the board. And a fellow like the body that Jay has, which is a professional body, you can't let him have inside because he'll take you uptown. He get a lot of 3-point plays. I'm happy for Jay. He has another year left, but I still say we go the way Bo Ellis goes. He's my senior, and we work a star system at Marquette, and we're going to keep it up till tomorrow or Monday, which is my last game.
Final question, 10 seconds. Butch Lee said, we think we love him.
Well, only after it's all over. I hope they don't start to love me now because we got another game to go, and I'd rather keep the static and the physical and verbal hollering.
Congratulations today. Good luck Monday night.
Thank you. I'm happy for Marquette University in Milwaukee.
A lot of people are happy for Al McGuire. Now, let's go back to Grandstand in New York.
Al never changes. He hangs in until the bitter end. I'd like to take this opportunity for all of us here at Grandstand to thank Metropolitan Life for sponsoring these halftime reports all during the regular season and the postseason tournament. We'll be back in just a moment.
Metropolitan Life reminds you that the future will be here in a moment, and we can help you prepare for it.
The sun is shining, things are growing, things are going well with you and me. A future plan together, a rich full life together, and things look bright as they can be.
Don't let the future take you by surprise. At Metropolitan Life, we've spent over a century helping people prepare for the future. And Metropolitan can do the same for you. Metropolitan, where the future is now.
Grandstand's Metropolitan Life College Basketball Report has been brought to you by Metropolitan, where the future is now. I'm Lee Leonard, inviting you to stay tuned to find out who it is that's going to play Marquette Monday night in the Omni in Atlanta in the second half of this game after these words from your local station.
Charles Bronson is the Stone Killer. If he didn't wear a badge, he'd be on the 10 most wanted list. He's vicious. If he's after you, you'd better hightail it. If you're on the lam, a day away from him is like a month in the country. Charles Bronson is the Stone Killer. On NBC Saturday night at the movies, tonight at 9, 8 Central Time.
When you sell it, service it, and stand behind it, there's no one to pass the buck to. That's what full-line service means to the people who work at Carolina Telephone. Whether it's telephones for your home or mass communications equipment for your business, we have the products, training, and expertise to handle the job. And since the customers Carolina Telephone serves are the same neighbors we live with, we make sure the job is done right.
On Tuesday, March 1st, Bel Air Chevrolet will change to become something else. A change that will mark a beginning for the largest Chevrolet dealership in eastern North Carolina. Space has been provided for 12 acres of Chevrolet cars and trucks. A larger inventory, meaning greater savings to our customers. A larger service department with separate facilities for truck maintenance. Tuesday, March 1st, Bel Air Chevrolet will become Don Bullock Chevrolet. A name to remember, Don Bullock Chevrolet. Highway 301 North, Rocky Mount.
Radcliffe Marine Sales Bellhaven has over 40 used boats in stock, and they're all on sale because new boats are arriving daily. So for a bargain on a boat, go to Radcliffe Marine Sales Bellhaven.
Television 7, Washington.
We'll be right back after this message from the NCAA.
The National Collegiate Basketball Championship official program is a souvenir you can enjoy for many years. It includes information on the final 4 participants, team and tournament records, And it also contains many interesting features which you will not want to miss. This year, for example, Adolph Rupp, the Baron of the Bluegrass, reviews his favorite national collegiate championships. And there also is a Where Are They Now story with pictures of all who have been selected the tournament's most valuable player since its inception in 1939. You will not be disappointed with this publication, and you may order it by sending $3 check or money order to NCAA basketball program, the Omni, 100 Techwood Drive, Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30303. That's NCAA basketball program, the Omni, 100 Techwood Drive, Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30303.
This semifinal National Collegiate Athletic Association Championship game is being brought to you by the Gillette Track 2 shaving system, the closest thing to a perfect shave. By Ford and your local Ford dealer, we have lively new wheels to really turn you on to spring. By Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer. Since 1844, the quality has always come through. And by the makers of Skoal, Copenhagen, and Happy Days, the smokeless tobacco. 49-43 at halftime. Nevada of Las Vegas in the lead. They've had the lead most of the first half. North Carolina was a slight favorite in this semifinal game. Now, what do you think they have to do in the second half?
Well, Kurt, I'm not surprised that North Carolina tried to run with Las Vegas. I think Dean Smith feels that he has the personnel on the bench to do it. But the thing that surprised me is when they got the ball over the half-court line, they were not able to get into their passing game and kind of keep the ball moving a little bit, make Las Vegas work on defense. And they didn't do well at that in the first half at all. I think they'll do that in the second half.
Here's a deadly statistic for Carolina. They committed 16 turnovers to only 6 for Nevada of Las Vegas.
Well, Vegas is a very well-coached club, excellent on defense, and you can see that they know what to do with the ball when they get it. Great exhibition.
Both teams are back on the court. We'll be getting ready for the second half tip-off in just a minute.
Are we ready to go on the clock there?
There are a lot of small cars to choose from, but Ford Pinto stands alone as the best-selling small car in America. Pinto outsells Vega, Chevette, Datsun B210, Toyota Corolla, everybody. Pinto has a low price, reduced schedule maintenance requirements, and high resale value, hundreds of dollars more than Vega. Considering a small car, consider the one that is the best-selling small car in America, Ford Pinto. When America needs a better idea, Ford puts it on wheels.
That's me, Wally Funk, air safety investigator and spare time pilot. Sure, I take risks for fun, but when it comes to my money, I'm really careful.
So Merrill Lynch showed me ways to be on the safe side and still get a good return. One was high-grade municipal bonds, 6% tax-free. I like that.
At Merrill Lynch, you don't have to take big risks to share in America's growth.
Hi, I'm Walt Garrison, and I don't smoke, but I still enjoy tobacco. Smokeless tobacco, like Skoal here. Just a pinch between my cheek and gum, and I get full tobacco pleasure. And since I don't light up, I can use it doing almost anything. So go smokeless with Skoal, Copenhagen, or Happy Days Mint. The tobaccos you don't have to smoke to enjoy.
What do you get when you press on a can of Noxema?
Great balls of comfort.
You get
Great balls of comfort.
You get
Great balls of comfort. It's Noxema.
The closer you shave, the more you need the comfort of Noxema. Wild Forest, Lime, medicated menthol, and regular.
Great balls of comfort. It's Noxema.
A couple of surprises in those stats. The shooting is what we expected from both teams. They're two of the best in America. Nevada shot 55%, North Carolina 53%. Look at the free throws, 1 out of 5 for the running Rebs, and they hit 78% of their free throws this year. Only 1 out of 5, 5 out of 7 for North Carolina. The rebounds, North Carolina's out-rebounded Nevada of Las Vegas, 24-17. But there's the critical statistic of the first half, 16 turnovers charged to North Carolina and just 6. University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Scoring individually, been a two-man scoring tandem for North Carolina. Michael Korn has 16, Walter Davis 15. The rest of them only have 6, 2, and 4. A more balanced attack by Nevada. Look at their scoring. 12, 9, 8, 8, 6. They all throw them in. And now we're going into the second half. The winner of this game will play Marquette for the national championship. You'll see it on NBC Monday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Yoniker jumping against Larry Moffett. North Carolina in the dark. Nevada, Las Vegas has a chip. They're in the white. Remember, their goal is to go 40 minutes all out. And there's Eddie Owens making the score 51-43.
Picking up full court again, a little trap that time by Eddie Owens. Ford broke it beautifully by going through and cutting the seam on 2. Michael Ford, he loses the ball. Austin comes back. That's the 17th turnover by North Carolina. The way this Nevada team can shoot, you can't turn the ball over to them. No, you can't give them that many possessions easily. Beautiful move by Gondrezick.
He's got it, 53-43. 10-point lead. This is Nevada's biggest lead of the game. Bill Ford brings it down. The Rebels open the game this way.
Boy, Moffett did a beautiful switch right there on that last play. One of the small things you can't respect enough about this play.
Bill Ford from outside, 53-45. Ford hit some of those buckets 20 feet out. 53-45. Robert Smith off to Eddie Owens, who came out to help. Now Smith beating Sudden Sam Smith. Got that nickname when he came in the game and hit 9 points in 7 seconds.
That wasn't 7 minutes. That's 7 seconds. Well, here's that 1-3-1 against the out of bounds again. Smith will shoot from there.
He hits it. 45. And he gets rid of that ball suddenly, too, just with a touch in his hand. He has 14 now, Sam Smith.
The thing that's so amazing, Kurt, is that they know North Carolina's going to use that out-of-bounds zone, and Smith just goes down and finds an opening in it, and he can shoot it from that far out.
Bill Ford. That's his reverse spin across the Yoniker. Yoniker's up and in, 55-47. Nevada of Las Vegas in the lead. 8 points to Rich Yoniker. Here's Eddie Owens. Robert Smith. Gondrezick outside. No. Moffett up. And foul called on number 42, Larry Moffett. No players in foul trouble. 2 is the most fouls in any individual in the game. And that's remarkable when you consider the pace that this game has been played.
There's that full court man-to-man again, and everybody just nose on nose to their player, and without a screen, it's hard to get anything.
Out of bounds. I can hear Tarkanian yell, let it go, let it go.
That was not a smart pass by Michael Korn, and once again, good defense forced what was another turnover.
18 turnovers against North Carolina, 6 against Las Vegas.
Look at Sam Smith right down in the corner. That time, he was covered.
Robert Smith out of the corner. Moffett has it. Moffett to Eddie Owens, loses the ball to Walter Davis. They're looking for the fast break. They have a 3-on-1. Bill Ford driving the bank shot. Won't go for him. Yoniker up. He hits it. 55-49.
Well, that young freshman has come on so well for the North Carolina team.
Remember, North Carolina trailed Notre Dame by 15 in the second half and won. Gondrezick took too many steps. Traveling call on Gondrezick. And a turnover charge to Las Vegas.
You kind of get the feeling now that Las Vegas getting away from their game. And look at Jerry Tarkanian. Once again, he takes the big timeout. He knows things are getting away from him. He really uses those timeouts well.
17:32 to play. 55-49 to score. Nevada, Las Vegas in the lead.
My father was in a car accident while I was up at school. He'll be okay, but it'll be about a year before he can go back to work and support the family. So I'm going to work instead. We made such plans for college. But I guess there are some things that you just don't plan on.
Sometimes a man's disability can cripple his entire family. Talk to us at Money about your disability insurance needs. Mutual of New York. Money for the future.
Sir,
What's the hurry? Oh, going to rent a car. Oh, well, you don't have to run. Gotta run. Oh, no, if you had an Avis Wizard number, you could walk. Walk. Call toll-free and let our Wizard system do the running. Just show a major credit card, license, sign, and get the car. I don't have to run through airports? Not with Avis. I can walk through airports.
We try hard to Avis. Avis, we don't know another way.
I'm walking through airports.
Indians watching this game on television, a full house in the Army. They were scalping tickets, $600 and $700 a set for the 2 days. But the college mood today is participation. More students than ever before are participating on the intercollegiate or intramural level. And NCAA members are encouraging this participation with money and with facilities. Sports leadership in this country comes from NCAA members. Preceding message furnished by the NCAA. North Carolina's ball, and trying to get that ball in, O'Corin.
Kurt, what happened is the same thing that happened in the first game. Once the ball is put in play on the sidelines, now on the sideline area, you're not allowed to move. It's just like you're on the court. You can't travel on the sideline getting the ball in bounds. Butch Lee did it on the end line when he had the ball, and there was not a score.
O'Corin down to Phil Ford. Layup.
Oh, he hit the elbow, too.
Got him on the elbow. That's Moffitt in behind him. And it's calling for John Lacey, the trainer.
You see Dean Smith and Lacey are both down there. Here's Phil Ford going in now. Moffitt is a great shot blocker. Ford knows this. He tried to create a shot here, and you'll see him come down and hit the arm right there.
I think he just barely missed the elbow. I don't know. I have to look at it again. Phil Ford. Moffitt has 3 fouls on him. He's the first player in the game with 3 fouls. That's the second team foul in Las Vegas. And Ford, usually a deadly free throw shooter, can't quite get it.
Kurt, he's thinking about his shot now as opposed to just shooting on rhythm. And when that happens, even to the great ones, they're not going to have that good assurance that they normally have.
55 to 50. Nevada's Las Vegas in the lead. Early in the second half. Robert Smith.
Tough shot.
Gondrezick traveling call on Gondrezick, and now that's the 8th turnover on Las Vegas, and they've committed a couple of turnovers in the last minute or two.
They have. Larry Moffitt got popped right in the nose. He's going over to the sidelines. He might have gotten his nose broken right there as Gondrezick came down and hit him with an elbow. He's really hurting. And this is a very, very bad injury for Jerry Tarkanian because Moffitt is the key to his defense inside. He's really hurt.
He's from Gary, Indiana, transfer from Compton Junior College, and it's been a very valuable player for him the last 6 weeks.
We'll see the elbow. Now watch Gondrezick. He goes up for the rebound, and when he comes down, he swings on through and hits Moffitt. Here he comes, right here. He pops him right there, and really a tough shot. And boy, you can see Moffitt going to the nose right away.
Gondrezick is 6'6", well over 200 pounds from Boulder, Colorado. He's a rugged customer inside. And when he starts throwing those elbows around, you better not be in the way. And they're attending to Moffitt's nose. Lou Brown will come in, a 6'11" senior from Los Angeles to replace Moffitt. Lou Brown in the lineup.
Well, I thought he was coming in the lineup, but I can't find him out there. Looks like he's going to go with a small team in the lineup right now, and he's got Reggie Theus in there.
But Theus, he changed his mind.
Yes, he did. This is a very quick club, not very tall out there right now. Theus at 6'7", is the biggest guy on the floor for Las Vegas.
Walter Davis. Theus right on him. Theus had great defensive position there, low to the ground like a boxer. Joniker passing off. The shot is good by Michael Corin. 55-52, Nevada, Las Vegas.
That's the shot that Larry Moffitt would normally eliminate.
Reggie Theus fires. Eddie Owens on the rebound. Up for it again is Reggie Theus. Eddie Owens has the ball, and a foul call on Walter Davis. Boy, the Rebels hung up on that offensive board that time. That's 3 on Walter Davis.
Great quickness and leaping ability inside, and Rich Joniker was on the perimeter, and he never could get back in there to position to be the strong rebounder that North Carolina needed. And look for Sam Smith again. Anytime if they go against us out of bounds.
There's Owens. Walter Davis leading a fast break. John Schuster. Schuster spins it off to a Corin. He's got it.
They're going to call that for stepping in. That's going to be...
The basket counts. Michael Corin, the freshman, has foul on team's foul on Nevada.
It's just a good play by Kuster. Good knowledge of the game and doesn't try to do something that he doesn't have the tools to do. Maybe the best thing about him in basketball. There's O'Koren, who can throw the basket as well as anybody in the game.
Nevada led by 10. 9 points in a row now by North Carolina, unanswered. And it's up, and it's a tie game. It's 55 all.
And Jerry Tarkanian tried that small lineup. Now he's got Lewis Brown in the game. He knows he needs a little more size.
Brown is number 24. 6'11" now. Jump ball is called on the 5-second rule. And now the North Carolina fans are going wild.
The pace of this ball game has been so fantastic that unless you can get ready to withstand the onslaught by Vegas, you're going to be blown out of the gym. It looks like North Carolina getting a little second wind of their own now.
O'Koren taps it back in to Jeff Wolf.
See that, Kurt? Good talk on the part of the guy saying, you save it out, just like in baseball or football or any other sport. Good teamwork there.
Got to talk in all sports. Talk to each other. Kuster. Smith on him. There's Walter Davis double team. Davis up. His shot is good. North Carolina takes the lead. 57-55. One of the few times they've had the lead in the game. Walter Davis has scored 17. Eddie Owens back. Robert Smith up. Off the rim. They're not shooting as well. The rebound cleared by Michael Korn. What a freshman he is.
They're not taking good shots. And look for Dean Smith. He's going to 4 corners right now. I'm kind of surprised at this, Kurt, because they have pretty good momentum without him.
59-55. Timeout by Nevada, Las Vegas. North Carolina has ripped off 14 points in a row to take the lead. We'll be back here in the Omni right after this message.
Talk to 9 people about where to find a good radio tire, and you'll probably get 9 different answers. Well, here's one place you can count on. Sears. And this is Sears Guardsman Radio, priced from $29.88 for subcompacts to $49 for full-size cars. Guardsman. From compacts to Cadillacs, Sears' lowest priced radio. And you know they're good. They're backed by Sears. Sears, for straight talk, good values, and satisfaction.
The Ford Motor Company car door window test. The testing is boring. But it's important because you give door windows a lot of tough punishment. We test them tough. 20,000 times. Testing door windows is boring. But tough testing makes for tough cars. So we do a lot of it. It's simple. Ford wants to be your car company.
I love you, Ellen. I love you. I hate your clothes.
3 Girls 3. Wednesday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain on NBC.
Tomorrow, college basketball and track will be in the spotlight as NBC presents a 1-hour special starting at 2:30 Eastern Time. We'll be looking ahead to Monday night's National Collegiate Basketball Championship here at the Omni in Atlanta. And we'll also present action in the NCAA indoor track and field from Cobo Hall, Detroit. Nevada's fallen behind now by 4.
And Kurt, you talk about most valuable players. Larry Moffitt went out of there and it changed everything. Now, North Carolina going to a 2-1-2 zone. First time they've used this all game.
There's Smith, Sam Smith. Short, Kuster has it. Kuster dribbles around Smith. Kuster drives. Traveling, he ran with the ball. He carried it up in the air and ran.
Great defense by Gondo. That 2-1-2 zone is going to be a little bit different for Vegas to attack. Good move by Kuster. Gets the ball around Robert Smith, but here's where Glenn Gondrezick really hustled and made a great defensive play. Super hustle right there.
15 minutes to go. 59-55, North Carolina.
Now they're back to the 1-3-1. That's kind of surprising. That 2-1-2 is kind of designed. Wet spot on the floor. Herb Brown's going to take care of it right now.
North Carolina throws a variety of defenses at you. They have an all-court press, a man-to-man, an all-court trap zone press. They have a half-court man-to-man. They have a 1-3-1 zone. They have a 2-1-2. Then they have a zone where they go after the ball. Everybody goes after the ball.
You know, Kurt, with this little slowdown in the action, the zebras or refs or bad guys or whatever you want to call them have worked their way to the national finals for the first time themselves this year. And the fact that they've been picked based on merit to get here. And I'd have to say that the guys that have worked these two games so far, even though the games are entirely different, have really been on top of it.
Now Las Vegas is moving that ball around more. They've been told to pass more. Move it around. Get better shots.
But that's not their game. They need to put it up and keep running. North Carolina's zone doing a good job right here. Look for Sam Smith to try to get open.
There's Reggie Theus. Foul called on number 40 of North Carolina. That's Bruce Buckley. That'll be the second team foul on Carolina and 3 on Nevada of Las Vegas. Rich Yoniker is reporting back into the game.
Larry Moffitt is holding his nose right now. I think that nose is broken, Kurt. You can see him down there. He's got something trying to keep the blood from coming out, but I'm sure it's very sore. Going to take away from his running the way this ball game is moving.
This is a good sliding zone by North Carolina. They're moving very quickly, sliding with the ball.
They are. They're matching up in there now, trying to keep Vegas away from getting those perimeter shots from the corner.
Theus fires. Rebounded by Phil Ford. North Carolina's ball. Their fans are on their feet as they come down court. They were behind by 10. They're ahead by 4 now.
You can see it. Theus on for a great
game. There's the steal by Sam Smith. 55. Makes it 57-59. And you very rarely see anybody steal the ball against North Carolina's four-corner game. 21 turnovers against North Carolina, 11 against Nevada, Las Vegas.
You're right. You very seldom see it, but you very seldom ever see the quickness that Vegas has on defense.
Walter Davis off. Got blocked underneath. Yoniker hangs up there. It's out of bounds. It'll be North Carolina's ball. Coming back in is Michael Corrin for North Carolina.
Good pass inside here by Walter Davis. Actually, Buckley should have gone straight up with the ball. Lost it a little bit there. And Larry Moffitt, again, I'll tell you, he's a very valuable defensive ball player. There he almost makes a brilliant save.
High point man of this game is the freshman Michael Corrin with 21. 13 minutes and 24 seconds left. Now checking in is Tony Smith. Sophomore. Going out is the senior Robert Smith.
Maybe we can get a shot of that nose protection that Larry Moffitt has got right now. It's got to hurt his breathing.
Ford driving. Ford's up with the layup and hits it. 61-57. North Carolina in the lead. Bill Ford.
Tony Smith.
Tony Smith turned it over. Legal dribble. It'll be North Carolina's ball.
Vegas a little bit ramble-scramble right now. They're not playing their basketball game, and I'm sure that Tark is upset with it. He's used 2 timeouts to try to settle things down, and you can get the feeling that the tide's kind of swinging the other way a little bit right now. He'll bring them back if anybody can.
North Carolina going into their four-corner offense. Ford in the middle. Foul as he went to the floor. Foul is called on Gondrezick, I think. Let's check it. There were 2 men there in the way as Ford went down the middle.
Gondo a little upset. He better calm down a little bit. Ford made the move. Theus, 6'6". Look at the quickness he has to be able to stay with the Phil Ford. Probably a foul right out there. Wasn't called, and here's the foul being called right there. Gondo felt he had position, and they have.
Gondrezick. Bill Ford had hit 16 free throws out of 16 in NCAA tournament play until he missed one in the first half. Nothing wrong with his elbow right now. 62-57, North Carolina.
There you saw John Houston running in to call out the defense for North Carolina. See if they're going to go into a press. No, they're dropping back, and they're going to force Vegas move that ball around and take some more outside shots.
53-57, North Carolina. The shot by Tony Smith hits it 63-59 in favor of North Carolina.
That's what they wanted to do, but Smith replied beautifully.
Ford gets it across. Tries to pass off. And look for Reggie Theus came. He came all the way from out in front and went in there and deflected that ball out. How quick they all are.
Good observation, Kurt, because he was about 20 feet from where he eventually slapped that ball away, and just instantaneously he was back there.
Houston will inbound it. Gets it into Michael Corrin.
A lot of talking going on out there. North Carolina trying to slow things down a little bit.
Now they're setting up in their four-corner game. Very clever throw.
Corrin back.
Throws it away. And the turnover charge for Carolina.
Larry Moffitt got his hand on the ball again. Super defensive player.
Tony Smith. Moffett. Bill Ford pulls the rebound down. Tar Heels ball. They're ahead by 4. We're approaching 12 minutes to go. Marquette won the opening game at the buzzer, 51-49. Ford passes to O'Connor.
Dumb shot right there.
65. How about a freshman, the poise he plays it? Team changed direction up there.
There you go. Now, there's Reggie Theus. Really wasn't hit that hard. Ford with the reverse dribble. Now, O'Corin takes it to the basket. I've mentioned so many times beautifully. Gondrezick trying to pull him up, drawing the charge. But this young guy going the foul line first. Super young ball player.
Well, he's got a career he has ahead of him. 3 more years at Chapel Hill. 66-59. North Carolina in the lead.
He's always kidding about last year at this time I was playing for the county championship.
Right.
Pretty big county.
For the national championship. The shot by Tony Smith is good. 66-61. Remember, North Carolina in the lead, but Las Vegas is a spurting team that can get on fire and hit 10 points in a row in a minute or two.
We talked about
by Tony Smith.
Talked about North Carolina occupying the ball. And this is what they like to do.
Look at him cover Ford without the ball. They were right on him. Theus covering Ford without the ball, and Ford can't get him. Ford says they're holding me.
I don't think so. I think Theus is just doing a real good job.
Watch this. Watch him now. Watch him covering.
He won't let him get the ball, as you pointed out, Kurt. That's just good D right there. Look at the movement.
Great coverage by Reggie Theus. Gister. Tony Smith on him. Gister throws it away again. Twice in a row he's thrown it away.
Moffett handles it beautiful. And walk.
Blocking on Moffett. 23 turnovers charged in North Carolina. 13 the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Jerry Tarkanian, the Armenian, yelling something out to his team. 66-61, North Carolina. Just over 11 minutes to play. The winner plays Marquette for the national championship Monday night. O'Corin driving up. The feed off by Bill Ford.
What he's doing, too, is he's making a good slide shot as he goes in there. Moffett wants to block it, but when he gets there, O'Corin slides through the air beautifully.
68-61, North Carolina. Gister.
O'Corin said he was held, and he was held, but there's no way Herb Brown could have seen it because he was blocked on the play.
There's O'Corin going out.
Here, we'll see it right here now. O'Corin makes the steal. Now watch Theus grab his arm. There was no way, as they said, Herb Brown was shielded. Mike, you're right, but a little bit too late. You can't blame him. They can't be right on every one.
Robert Smith.
Good pass.
Theus to Moffett. Moffett spins. The old ice cream scoop job by Larry Moffett. 68-63. North Carolina leads. Bill Ford.
Well, you have to love the competitiveness of these two ball clubs. They've gone after each other. There'll be some guys taking
Ford on the floor, out of bounds. And who are they going to give it to?
It's a foul. It's going to be a foul. Bruce Buckley going to the line. Ford can't believe that he wasn't fouled. Here's Ford. He makes the move. There you go. Theus bumps him once. They don't call it. Actually, those were probably was a foul before. Ford gets it back. Tries to make a move. There's the fake by Theus. A little bit of trip. Ford gets the recovery. There's Buckley getting fouled. But super action. Really good camera work staying right with that one.
They have a technical also called on this play. The foul was on Gondrezick, and he was a man at the piece and had the technical called on him. 4 fouls on Gondrezick. Bill Ford up and in.
Ford is burning knee pad now. Ford thought he was going to get 2. He thought it was on the bench, and I think you pointed out properly, Kurt, that it was on Gondo. He almost got one just a few minutes ago. You remember he was a little hot.
There he is. Gondrezick. 69-63, North Carolina in the lead, 10-19 to play. It'll be Carolina's ball out of bounds after the technical.
And the reason Buckley didn't shoot, of course, is because they're not in the 1-and-1 yet. And North Carolina only has 2 teams.
They only have 2, and Nevada of Las Vegas has 6. So the running Rebs are in foul trouble with 10 minutes to go.
Theus really hand-checking out there and getting away with it so far. Ford's a tough man to hang on to. That's amazing. They're not calling that.
There's Ford right back again. Comes in, steals the ball away from him.
Good play by Smith.
This up. Took a bad shot that time. Yoniker has the deep rebound. This shot under pressure. Didn't get a good shot selection.
Well, that's what they're slowing this ball down does. Vegas wanting to put it up there quickly. They're going to have to be a little bit more patient than they've been now.
Schuster. He's in the middle now in the four-corner game. They double team. It's out to Waller Davis in the corner. A man in each corner out in front. The famous box for a four-corner game in North Carolina. Nobody can do it any better than they can. They really innovated this offense.
Jerry Tarkanian up off of that bench, and he wants to get some fresh troops in there defensively. Right back door.
Goaltending will be called. Goaltending is called, and the basket given to Bruce Buckley.
Boy, this is just like you draw it out on a chalkboard. There's Sando coming out to cut off the passing lane. Buckley goes back door. Sando goes up and goaltends. Good call by the official. Vegas right now has got to get back into their patient offense a little bit. Take shots. Take good shots.
Reggie Theus missed. The tip in is good by Moffett. Or Lou Brown. No, Moffett got it. Give it to Moffett. 71-65. North Carolina leading. 8:45 to play. Moffett is 13 points. Theus right on it.
Theus is doing what you talk about and what Coach Gooden says. Don't let Ford get the ball when he gives it up. There's Theus coming out, trying to prevent it from handling.
Theus right on Ford and against the near sideline. So Schuster takes over. Schuster and Ford are outstanding dribblers.
Good.
Ford passing to Yoniker.
Yoniker bouncing up there. You got to like the way these young players play.
We pause briefly for identification. This is the NBC television network. Kurt Gowdy, Billy Packer, Dick Enberg with you from the Omni in Atlanta. Rich Yoniker at the line. The foul was on Reggie Theus, his third. 17 fouls on Nevada of Las Vegas. Only 2 on North Carolina. And they're up to their old tricks of hitting these free throws when they're fouled in their four-corner control offense.
Well, Kurt, right now, Jerry Tarkanian's got 2 problems. One, he's got to worry about the four corners defensively. But I think even more importantly, and unfortunately for him, when Moffett went out of the ball game, they got away from their offense. And that's what he's got to get them back to doing right now, and that's why he called the timeout.
Timeout with a score. North Carolina 72, Nevada of Las Vegas 65.
This happened real fast, but the insurance probably happened real slow.
Nothing slow about Allstate. It's different with us because we put the world's largest staff of claims specialists to work for you.
We'll take care of it.
Allstate specialists devote all their time to claims, so you get a fast, fair settlement.
Fast glass.
When it takes being different to be better, Allstate will do it.
That's a promise from us, the Good Hands people.
Pabst Blue Ribbon knows that to pilot a boat through a wall of flame is a challenge that's just not for everyone. But we do challenge you to discover a better tasting beer. Taste and compare Blue Ribbon with any other premium beer. We know you'll never go back to the beer you were drinking. Pabst. Since 1844, the quality has always come through.
Jimmy Connors will match tennis strokes with the unpredictable Romanian Ile Nătase Sunday, April 10th in the final of the WCT Challenge Cup. Coverage will be presented on NBC beginning at 3 o'clock Eastern Time.
But I think it was interesting there during that timeout. You could see Jerry Tarkanian working specifically on offensive things, not defensive. And we had a camera down on him when we were away there. He knows his club's got to get better shot selection. There's another turnover.
Yoniker stole the ball. North Carolina's ball, they're leading by 7. Just over 8 minutes to play. Marquette won the first game at the buzzer, 51-49. Holstop, number 20, Phil Ford on the bench, been given a rest. Go out from behind. That's Zalgiris. Zalgiris dribbling around, loses the ball. And a foul is called on the North Carolina player. There are timeouts remaining. Only 1 for the running Rebs and 5 left for North Carolina. They saved theirs.
I also think there with Dave Colescott coming in the game, Dean Smith knowing he needs to rest Ford and like to rest him with the lead. Colescott did something you can't do in the four corners, but once you start dribbling, you got to keep dribbling until you can make a pass.
Eddie Owens up. Easy Eddie hits it to make it 72-67, North Carolina.
That's their ball game right there. Good percentage jump shot. Even though they like to put it up quickly, in this game, they've got to take better shots.
Walter Davis passing underneath to Michael Ford. Throw the layup. Ford's up. And a foul call underneath. Foul call underneath. It might be called on Eddie Owens. Bill Ford's coming back in. Houston, they're getting their dribblers or playmakers back in the lineup. Look at Moffitt's nose.
There's the case. Now, you'll see O'Corin going up. He really didn't know whether to dunk it or to put it against the rim, and he actually didn't get high enough. Everybody from Vegas assumed he was going to make that shot and ran away from it, except for Eddie Owens.
Here's your story of this half. This is what it's all about in this half. University of Nevada, Las Vegas has hit only 36% of their field goals. North Carolina's at 78%. Right now, North Carolina's starting to miss free throws.
Kurt, I think shot selection has been the thing that's really hurt Vegas, more so than the fact that they haven't been hitting.
73-67 North Carolina. They made 13 out of 18 free throws. And O'Corin is the high of the game. He has 27 points, the freshman.
There's that compact zone right now. There's the man they need shooting.
Sam Smith drills at 73-69. 4-point lead for North Carolina. 18 points for sudden Sam Smith. Bill Ford across. Time remaining, 7 minutes. There's O'Corin, wide open. He hits it. Bill Ford. But Bill Ford, really some brilliant assists that he's made in this half. 29 points for O'Corin. 75-69. Sam Smith out of the corner. Ford down to Michael O'Corin. Going for the dunker. He has it. 77-69. O'Corin has had 31 points. A lot of them have been set up by Bill Ford.
Sam Smith, he's got to be a little bit more patient and take a good shot. There's another bad shot.
He hits that one though. 77-71 North Carolina. Ford gets it out to Houston.
There's the talk in the background.
We can hear that up here. Hey, Phil.
Right.
Walter Davis. Time remaining. We're approaching 6 to go. Walter Davis. Bad pass by Davis. Trying to hit O'Corin, who was wide open on a 2-on-1.
Walter Davis didn't have much of an angle. Good defensive job that time again by Larry Moffitt.
O'Corin goes out. They'll rest him now for the final 3 or 4 minutes. Coming in is number 42, Jeff Wolf. Time remaining, 6 minutes, 4 seconds. A 6-point lead for North Carolina.
Hey, Vegas has some super fans, and they're calling for him to get it going again.
Eddie Owens, fall-away jumper. Rebound by John Kishner, who protected it when he pulled it down and forced it. Come on, now, let's set up.
There again, a bad shot. They can get better shots than this, and I think they ought to be going to Sam Smith when he's in that ball game because he takes a good percentage jumper.
Davis couldn't find Ford open, so he penetrates. Off. Buckley, now Wolf has it. Wolf gives the ball to Ford. That was a dangerous pass, almost a quarterback handoff.
Look at Theus has got his arm. He's holding Ford out there. He's going to make sure Ford doesn't touch that ball.
There's Davis. Eddie Owens on him. He turned the ball over. Davis turned it over. 77-71. Tarkanian says we're 6 behind. Let's go. 5:15 to play. 26 turnovers against North Carolina. 14 against University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Gondrezick's back in the game now. He has 4 fouls on him.
Well, this has been a great basketball game. These guys are going to be worn out when they hit that sack tonight.
They need an off day tomorrow. The winner will play Marquette Monday night for the national title. Theus, Robert Smith trying to go baseline. There's Gondrezick powering in. Goes back out with it. Well, the corner of the shot is hit by Reggie Theus at 77-73. And Las Vegas hangs right in with him.
That was
10 behind. Now they're back to 4.
Good offense that time, Kurt. See, they held on the ball for about 10 seconds or so and looked for a good shot and took it. A lot of time left in this ball game.
Ford. Now Kishner out in front. Ford passing. Underneath, Jeff Wolf blew the layup. Gondrezick has it.
It'll be a foul on Buckley.
Foul on Bruce Buckley.
Theus really doing a good job on Ford. You have to respect him for the job he's done. Ford makes a great pass right inside here. I thought Wolf made a heck of a play getting that shot off also, but he missed it, and there's Buckley coming over the back.
14 fouls in North Carolina, 7 on Nevada, Las Vegas, 3 fouls on Bruce Buckley. Right back to Reggie Theus. Robert Smith, jumper, pass it off to Gondrezick. Gondrezick hitting out front to Robert Smith. Little hurried shot. Buckley clears the board for North Carolina. Big rebound.
Smith didn't hit that, but it was a good shot selection. All the shots are important now with 3:47 to go. Dean Smith would like his team on a foul line a little more.
He is right on Phil Ford.
What a job he's doing.
There it is to Davis. Davis up and in. Waller Davis on a driving layup. 79-73, the assist by Ford. 19 points for Waller Davis. The running Rebs are 6 points down. Eddie Owens.
Where's that one going to be called? A charge.
Charging called on Eddie Owens. And Tarkanian didn't like it. The third foul on Easy Eddie.
Now, Jerry Tarkanian's probably going to have to go with his real gunners from the outside, Tony Smith and Sam Smith. He's got Tony in the ball game now, and Robert Smith goes out and sits down for a while.
3:24 to go in this game. Player control foul. We had no shot. Yoniker jammed up. Now dribbles it out. That's the only way he could go. Now he holds it up as they set up the four-corner game. We just rolled that one out. North Carolina trying to protect the 6-point lead. Houston.
There's the hold on the hand check.
Inside.
Tony Smith. And Kurt, this is what's so tough down the wire now is guys like Schuster and Ford are real good at hanging on to that ball and handle them one-on-one.
Tony Smith committed a foul. Here's Sam Smith checking back in. We'll have a one-on-one situation coming up now.
Tarkanian's got that towel in his mouth now. He's really chomping down on it. Hey, he is a great basketball coach, and he just put the towel under the bench and going to the fingernails.
I'll tell you one thing. He has one of the most exciting teams I've ever watched play.
I agree with that. I think they're more fun to watch than any team that's been in college basketball in a long time.
Ron Schuster.
Short.
Schuster retains possession. Quick hands.
Boy, that was O'Corin got those hands in there. How important was that possession?
Waller Davis trying to hold on to the 6-point lead. We're under 3 minutes to play.
There you go again. Pick it up to dribble.
Smith nearly stole that one. Waller Davis underneath. O'Corin didn't do it. He brings it back out.
Kurt, the thinking is here, if you have the ball and the lead, if you don't ever give up the ball, the game is over. So rather than take a shot that has any chance of not going in there, North Carolina will hang on to the possession.
There's Yoniker. Yoniker back. O'Corin's really moving around nicely.
Theus has just got
Ford can't get the ball.
Good steal.
Well, they really stopped him that time. They couldn't get the ball to Phil Ford with Reggie Theus, number 23, all over him.
That's the last time out by Vegas.
That's the last time out. Let's watch Theus and Ford without the ball. Now, Ford, see, he's the key man in the middle of that four corner, and he can't get the ball back again.
He's trying to go get it. There he gets right. Actually, I don't think that was any foul at all. A good no call by the official. There's Ford just running into Theus. Theus is really doing the job, though, keeping the ball away from him.
I want to appreciate the outstanding job Art Hoffman doing with statistics. Here's inside the huddle with Dean Smith.
I think what's really interesting, Dean Smith did in the second half what he wanted to is control the pace of this game a little bit. Vegas had 49 points at halftime, only have 73 right now, and that's really somewhat of a milestone.
He's loose. Dean's smiling a little bit and trying to keep him loose, boys. We have 2:23 to go, a 6-point lead. 31 points by Michael Corin. He's the high of the game. Waller Davis has 19 points. Phil Ford has 12. He got 10 in the second half and a raft of assists. 18 points for Sam Smith, 14 for Eddie Owens, 13 for Larry Moffitt. Gondrezick has 8 and 9 points for Robert Smith. There's Bobby Knight, the Indiana coach, who won the national title last year. His team undefeated. A spectator today, and it can change from year to year. Unless you're John Wood.
There's North Carolina still in that zone.
Smith outside. He cracks it. 79-75 now.
I think the key now with Tony Smith and Sam Smith in the game is for Vegas to get the ball back some.
Ford throws it away. Moffitt stole it. Shot by Tony Smith. He hit it. Downtown that time by Tony Smith. 79-77. 8 points for Tony Smith. Las Vegas right in here. 1:45 to go. North Carolina had a 6-point lead. Now they're only 2 ahead. Ward down the middle, goes all the way. Missed the shot. Yanniker. And a foul call on Eddie Owen.
Boy, Moffitt did a good job just hanging in there defensively and making Ford commit himself. And Ford at the last second decided to shoot. Missed one on the rim.
We have to Ward, our most valuable player in this game. I don't know who it's going to be.
Well, we'll just have to wait. There's Ford. He's trying to find out what's going to happen. Then he makes his move. Moffitt does just enough to alter that shot. He's really a key for Vegas defensively.
Rich Yanniker off the front rim. They've missed some free throws here in the last 5 minutes, and now 13 out of 20. At one stage, they had 12 out of 16. He missed them both. Jump ball. Michael Thorne will jump against Moffitt. So Yanniker missed them both. And if Nevada of Las Vegas gets possession, they have a chance to come down and tie this game.
Well, they've got their best jumper going against North Carolina's forward. Dean Smith wants a timeout. I guarantee he won't be smiling during this timeout.
All right, let's take a timeout from courtside. It's North Carolina 79, Nevada of Las Vegas 77.
1949.
What about it?
I used to use a one-bladed razor to shave with in 49.
Hey, I just bought this.
Maybe, but track 2 is how America shaves now, my friend. The first blade stretches the whisker out, so the second blade can shave it again, closer.
Hey, listen, could I...
Get your own turkey.
To 25 million track 2 users, no one-blade razor comes close.
Ford dealers got new spring wheels, lively wheels to get away. Turn on, turn on, turn on, turn on the spring wheels.
Turn on to the custom flare-side shorty pickup. It's trick and tough. Or turn on to the rainbow stripes of this freewheeling F100.
Turn on, turn on, turn on, turn on the spring wheels.
Roll on in and turn on to the liveliest, best-looking wheels your Ford dealer has ever had.
What a doubleheader this has been, as usual. The semifinals of the NCAA basketball tournament, one of the best days in sports of the year. In the first game, ball, Moffitt going against O'Corin. And the tip is to Joe. Out of bounds, it's Nevada, Las Vegas ball in off Schuster's hand.
That was interesting, and Michael Thorne went right up there with Larry Moffitt. Now, I think Jerry Tarkanian really making a smart substitution now. He's got Tony Smith into the ball game. He's got Sam Smith in the ball game. Both guys great perimeter shooters. Puts a lot of pressure on North Carolina, who surprisingly goes man-to-man.
Tony Smith up. He's short. Rebound, O'Corin has it. The freshman's been their top rebounder all year.
That's my selection for MVP. Boy, he's had some games, but we'll have to wait for that one later.
See how it goes.
Ward picks up his dribble.
Schuster in possession. 1 minute to play. Foul on Tony Smith.
There's some
We're
nice
not going to announce it right now. Our buddy Jim O'Gorman's trying to make us pre-commit ourselves here. The winner will get the Gillette Track 2 Most Valuable Player Scholarship Award, and a $1,000 check will be sent to the school in the player's name, and the player will receive the Track 2 Most Valuable Player certificate. Schuster at the line. That one rolled for him.
I'll tell you, they're really laboring on the foul line, Kurt.
I wonder one thing. Are the roulette wheels still spinning out there? Is everything stopped in Las Vegas right now?
Well, Tark is chewing the towel. He says they stop him at a point like this.
We got them both. 81-77 North Carolina. 6 points for Schuster.
They've got to get that ball to Sam Smith to put it up quickly. There he is. North Carolina knows that, too.
There's Smith. Jump shooting. Hit the side of the bat. Out of bounds off Michael Corrin's hands. It'll be Nevada, Las Vegas ball in.
I think Smith, he's griping a little bit. I think he was fouled on the arm himself. He tried to put it up.
Great
Important
fans,
possession here.
Nevada, Las Vegas had 5,000 ticket requests. The steal by Schuster. 40 seconds to play.
Smart play there.
4-point lead for North Carolina. They've got to protect.
He knows the clock is more important than anything.
And it's out of bounds. And it'll be Nevada, Las Vegas ball in. Schuster couldn't quite hang on to possession. 31 seconds to go. North Carolina with a 4-point lead. Down court, the clock moving away. Down to 27, 26. Shot by Tony Smith. Oh, again he hit it. 81-79. Steal by Tony Smith. Las Vegas has it. They throw it away. They didn't take their time. They threw it away. Reggie Theus is being called for a foul.
He went in that time to John Schuster, but Walter Davis picked it off beautifully. I'll tell you, these are two great basketball teams. I've never seen teams with more heart than these two clubs have.
Watch this play. They just scored and they get the ball right back again. Here's Smith with it.
That was probably a foul, knocking down Ford. But here's Theus, takes the pass, charges into Schuster. It wouldn't make any difference because Walter Davis made a good interception and would have been fouled himself.
All right, we're 12 seconds to go. Schuster shooting 1-1. This is what he did against Kentucky in the final minute. 82-79. He can just about seal it here. 16 out of 24 free throws. Schuster. What's free throw shooter? 83-79, North Carolina. 11, 10. The shot by Tony Smith. Again, he hits the 30-footer. 83-81.
Another foul.
Another foul on Las Vegas. That clock is wrong. It's not 36 seconds. There are 7 seconds to go. And North Carolina's going to the free throw line. And that early foul trouble that the running Rebs got into, 6 fouls early in the second half, has hurt them here.
Kurt, I'm kind of surprised that North Carolina is letting Smith have the shot. North Carolina only has 4 team fouls. It seemed to me that they could take a chance and try to steal the ball a little bit. Even if they foul, Vegas is going to have to take the ball out of bounds and not get a chance to get off a good shot right away.
Well, Tony Smith has come down and hit 3 long shots in a row, all over 25 feet. He has 12 points. So Schuster again goes to the free throw line.
Now, Schuster was handled the ball. The ball's a little slippy. We're going to see Herb Brown. Herb Brown might not go for it. We'll have to see right here. The ball was wet. Schuster gave it back to the official. And, of course, Herb Brown using common sense here saying, let's clean off the ball before he shoots. You know it's a little tight.
He's made his last 3 free throws. 83-81 North Carolina. Don Schuster shooting 1-1. 84-81 North Carolina. Michael Corrin says, buddy, one more.
You notice he touched him with his left hand. He didn't want to get that right hand sweating.
He's no good. Here comes the running Rebs quickly down. Theus, 5 seconds, 4. Theus passing off to Sam Smith. They let him go. He shoots, but the game is over. Smith scored at the buzzer. The final score, we've had 2 spectacular games today. The final score, North Carolina 84, Nevada of Las Vegas 83. And you saw a second game here played at about a furious pace as a college basketball game could ever be played.
I'd have to agree, Kurt. There you see Jerry Tarkanian, a great coach who's had a super year walking off the floor. With a guy by the name of Jackie Robinson, who was one of his star players who never got a chance to play this year either when you talk about key injuries.
Sadness, Tarkanian's first trip to the Final Four, but his team, we commented earlier, one of the most exciting college teams we've ever seen, but they lost to a very poised, courageous North Carolina team who was behind all the first half, came back trailing by 10, took the lead, hung on to it the rest of the way. Kurt Gowdy and Billy Packer, hope you enjoyed it. We'll be right back with interviews and grandstand after these messages from your local station.
Charles Bronson is the Stone Killer. Tonight at 9, 8 Central Time on NBC.
I wouldn't trade the Southern life for anything.
I wouldn't trade the Southern life for anything.
There's no better way to protect the Southern life than with the Southern Life Insurance Company. For 50 years...